Hey everyone, this is Abra, and I'm back to give my quick 2 cents on something that Tom Hanks said recently, just before the premiere of the Elvis movie. Just hit last weekend, seems to be doing pretty well on Rotten Tomatoes. I've heard mixed things about it from a few different Elvis fans. I don't know if I'm going to see it. Baz Luhrmann kind of has a tendency to, pull out all the stops, but in kind of a weird, over-the-top, sensory overload kind of way. Anyway, getting back to what Tom Hanks said, and this is just like another one of those things that comes out of Hollywood that really, I don't know, kind of has me scratching my head. In the interview with Entertainment Weekly, Tom Hanks says he couldn't do Philadelphia today as a straight man, and rightly so. So going on, they talk about when he won his first Oscar back in '93 for his performance in Philadelphia. He played a gay man dying of AIDS. The times and the timeliness have changed. The actor also said that Gump would be dead in the water today. Or there's nothing you can do about that, Hanks said. But let's address, could a straight man do what I did in Philadelphia now? No, and rightly so. The whole point of Philadelphia was don't be afraid. Moving on. He states, it's not a crime, it's not a boo-hoo that someone would say that we are going to demand more of a movie in the modern realm of authenticity. Do I sound like I'm preaching? I don't mean to. Well, I mean, that wouldn't be anything new coming from Hollywood. They seem to think that the rest of the country is a bunch of country bumpkins, and we need somebody of their stature to tell us, what we're doing wrong and how to live our lives. For me, I mean, this whole thing is just kind of crazy. I think if it's done in taste, of course, there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. I mean, that's the whole point of acting, right? If we have to go and look for actors that actually have the traits of the characters that they're trying to portray, I mean, we're really going to shrink down the list of available actors who can play in movies. And that's the whole point of acting. Acting is acting. In this other article here, this is from IndieWire back on June 17th. Helen Mirren came under fire for taking on the role of former Israeli prime minister because she's not Jewish. So again, I mean, it seems to me it doesn't stop. People are always going to find something to complain about and up the ante. Again, in my opinion, if it's done in taste, why is it wrong to go with the star? Obviously, the filmmakers want to make money. They want to get returns on their investment. So they're going to try to bring in more popular, better-known actors. But I mean, if you have a gay actor that actually goes in and auditions for a role for a gay person, a gay character, and they are the best one for the role, then what's wrong with that? They also slam Forrest Gump because he played, a character that was, I don't think he was retarded, but he was, on the spectrum in some way. Again, Hanks won an Oscar for that. And, in these days, wow, that definitely wouldn't happen. But I think it's a bit hypocritical that he would come out. And yes, I do feel like you're preaching a little bit, Hanks, because as he's saying these things, it's like, what about this role that you just portrayed? You're playing Colonel Tom Parker in the new Elvis movie, and he's wearing a fat suit. And I find that a little hypocritical because, if he's going to go down that road, then shouldn't have gone to a larger framed individual actor. Again, going down that hole again. Here we are. This is an article from June 22nd. It's 2022. Why are we still using fat suits in film and TV? You hear that, Mr. Hanks? If you're going to preach and if you want to practice what you preach, then why in the world did you take that role? There could have been a larger framed individual who could have played that role. They go on to mention how for the original movie Hairspray, they had a drag queen named Divine, Harris Glenn Milstead. He was a larger framed individual, and he played the role and was very well received. And so people in this article are questioning, well, why did they pick Travolta? Again, obviously, he's a known name, a big star, and I'm sure the studio just wanted to have name recognition and wanted to make the return on their investment for the movie. And again, it continues on talking about Courtney Cox when she would play Fat Monica and Friends. But again, in order to try to save face, because one day something's fine, the next day, oh my God, it's the greatest sin on earth. And even Gwyneth Paltrow, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. She said it was horrible how people treated her when she was in the fat suit because they wouldn't make eye contact with her and the clothes were horrible. But here again, something to where they don't practice what they preach. The author of this article says, to my knowledge, she never did anything to make larger people feel less humiliated. And even the clothes that Paltrow stocks on her website, Goop, only go up to a size large, which is in the UK a size 12 to 14. So again, here we go. I'm just tired. I'm kind of tired of Hollywood in general, but I'm tired of being preached to. I wish they would just stick to what they're doing best and just act. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. And until the next video, take care.